I don't think I would have gone as far as I have in the 15-man game if it wasn't for sevens.
Right up it, John!
You can run, you can show how good you are man on man, and that gives you a lot of confidence.
Sevens is an expression of freedom. It's all about the good parts of the game.
Gareth Edwards with a classic sevens try.
Fans can understand it, and it's exciting.
He's got Serevi to beat. He steps inside Serevi. Lawrence Delalio, what a try for England.
If necessity is the mother of invention, there is no finer example of it than rugby sevens. It all began more than 120 years ago in the peaceful and picturesque Scottish border town of Melrose. It was here, at the Green Yards ground, the home of Melrose Rugby Club, that Ned Haig, a local butcher, came up with the idea of holding a seven-a-side tournament to raise much-needed funds to ease the club's financial plight. Local clubs were invited and a cup was presented by the ladies of Melrose. The final was closely contested by Melrose and their fierce rivals Gala, and at full time neither side had scored.
So they decided to play in extra time. And lo and behold, in extra time, David Sanderson scored a cheeky blindside try, and immediately, being captain, said, right, that's it, we've won, we're off. And the Gala player said, come on, we haven't played the full time. And their answer was, look, it's our tournament, we make the rules, thank you and good night.
Haig and his friends had succeeded in their aim of saving their beloved club from financial ruin, and as with all good ideas, this one spread quickly. Other border clubs began to organise their own tournaments. Then, south of the border to Twickenham, where the Middlesex Sevens was first played in 1926. Haig's legacy had gained a mass following and appeal, enjoyed by men and women, boys and girls worldwide. Fittingly, it was the Scots who brought the game home, holding the first ever International Sevens tournament as part of the Scottish Rugby Union centenary celebrations in 1973. Murrayfield was the venue, and there was an impressive cast list.
England stretched from touchline to touchline. Cotton comes to make a half an overlap. There's definitely a spare man out here. Rossborough to Ripley. Ripley has Priest inside him. Ripley hands off Ian Lewis, and nobody can catch him.
We all knew each other quite well, and it was. I remember the Welsh side was brilliant at that stage. I mean, I think the back line was Gareth, Phil Bennett, Gerald Davis, and J.J. Williams, brilliant players, but they didn't really have a background in sevens. We'd always played in the Middlesex Sevens, or as I say, in Loughborough had come to the Middlesex Sevens, and we'd played in some of the border sevens as well, so we had a bit of an edge there.
We went up with a bit of a carefree attitude and thought, well, we'll just approach it and we'll give it our best shot. But of course, like all competitors, as soon as you take the field, big crowd, international shirt on your back, and a reputation of sorts. You know, people saw the names on the programme, thought, God, you know, these guys are coming, they're serious, we will be favourites, even though we hadn't practised or prepared or what have you.
Gareth Edwards with a classic sevens try. Edwards, astute and shrewd.
We had enough respect for the English players because, A, we respected them as individual players, but we also respected them that they were very knowledgeable sevens players. Steve Smith, Frank Cotton, John Gray had all been part of the great Loughborough Sevens, which had done so well over the previous years.
We were lucky because we were Loughborough students who were well schooled by Jim Greenwood in the Sevens, so that's how you ended up with four of the team came from Loughborough. All of them were international players, but all of them had really earned their stripes playing sevens, and particularly the Middlesex Sevens.
Smith to Rossborough. Fielding coming inside Rossborough. Fielding chasing his own kick. Gerald Davis is after him. It's Fielding and Gerald Davis.
Whereas I'd be the first to congratulate England and to say they were the far the better side in the tournament, it really did upset us that we had to lose a match against England, whether it was Sems or any other match for that matter.
Whilst England were progressing smoothly, the unfancied Irish were ruffling some sleek feathers.
Oh, he rolled that tackle brilliantly. He's under the post. Gibson.
Time and television wait for no man, and England, fresh off the field from beating Wales, were almost immediately back to face the rested and confident Irish in the final.
A, we hadn't seen much of Ireland. Secondly, we had to literally walk in and virtually walk out, didn't we, with about a minute's break? So we were knackered, really. And then we kicked off.
Gibson taking on Rossborough. Gives it to Kenneth. Kenneth to Slattery. Slattery to Dennison. Now Dennison has the fast man Becker outside him. Dennison on his own, and nobody can catch him. What a moment for Seamus Dennison.
And we were always chasing the game, weren't we?
Yeah. Of course,
always
people
chasing
like Mike Gibson, Johnny Maloney, Fergus Slattery. I mean, those were absolute
terrific players.
And that ball is going to be like an orange bit for this last 3 minutes or so. Steve Smith, strong, powerful, to Peter Priest. Priest chased by McMaster and by Dennison. Oh, what a good attempt by Dennison, but Peter Priest is there.
And we scored a try, and they did a silly thing. If they had kicked it dead, he would have blown full time, but they kicked it long. Yeah. And I said to Keith, you've got one more run in you. And I gave him a long ball, and he just went round everybody and scored the winning try. And that was the only run he made in the final. It took him 20 minutes to recover from the semi-final.
Asking for it to be high, and Mike Gibson obliges with a high restart kick. Moore wins it. Slattery. Oh, Slattery has made it. Couldn't get his pass in. Peter Priest, tackled there by Mike Gibson. Gibson chasing Gray. Now this is Keith Fielding. Fielding is almost clear. Mike Gibson chasing. This could be the try that wins the tie. No wonder Keith Fielding looks absolutely thrilled.
And we finished in a snowstorm. World champions.
England have done it at the very last moment with a remarkable victory.